What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for beginning YouTubers. Now, these tips I'm going to talk about are basically going to be the starting points for anyone that wants to create a YouTube channel, that wants to make videos, and have a decent amount of success at it. These are going to be the tips for beginners, alright? These tips are going to be things that I've learned personally through my time on YouTube, through my research, and through my understanding of how everything works on this website and about video production. Most of you watching this probably already know I have 2 channels. This one, Act Man TV, and my main channel, The Act Man. And one of the reasons I made this second channel was so I could do more videos kind of like this. And in my time doing YouTube, I've experienced a pretty good amount of success, all things considered, for the type of content that I make in comparison to other channels that do similar content to me. And my main channel is mostly a Halo YouTube channel, which only appeals to a certain group of people. But these tips I'm giving you aren't going to be exclusive to Halo YouTube channels, but pretty much any channel if you want to do something on YouTube. Now, my channel hasn't reached like insane crazy popularity yet, but since March, I've gotten about 1 million views and over 17,000 subscribers, and that's pretty good for about 6 to 7 months of doing YouTube. In addition, I've taken a few video production classes, and I've gotten a real feel for editing videos, putting them together, and making them as good as they can be. So those are kind of my credentials, right? Alright, so tip number 1. Do your research beforehand and decide if YouTube is something that you actually want to do. Now, most people probably don't know everything that goes into being a YouTuber, making videos, you know. And before you get started, before you pursue these goals of yours, you should really do your research and learn from other people what they have to say, you know, a video like this, or, you know, articles, etc. Gather as much knowledge and research as you can. Learn about everything that goes into making a YouTube channel, making videos, getting known, getting views, comments, likes, all that good stuff. Do your research beforehand so that when you actually do start, you are better prepared than, say, if you just jump straight into it with no real idea what you're doing. And when I say research, I mean things like look up how the algorithms on YouTube work. How do videos get seen? How to have a successful YouTube channel? You know, all those things. Just look up as much as you can. Try to get the best idea possible going into this, and you'll be much better prepared. Because there are a lot of things that go into making a YouTube channel, right? You gotta have an idea for a video, you need to be able to record it somehow, you gotta have some sort of equipment if you need a camera or a microphone. You can make good videos on a pretty cheap budget. So I wouldn't worry about budget too much, you know? When you start off doing YouTube, you really shouldn't go full force and spend like $2,000 on a camera, right? Because you really don't know if it's gonna be something you wanna do until you've actually gone through and done it for a while, right? So you gotta research the type of equipment you'll need for whatever type of videos you wanna produce. You'll need to research how to make thumbnails, how to write tags properly, good descriptions, how to get good titles as well. All of that stuff, you should have a decent idea of how it all works and how you can do it before you jump into it. And also the big thing is researching how much time it will take for certain videos, right? If you're a pretty busy person, you may or may not have time for high quality, very well edited YouTube videos. That doesn't mean you won't be able to make good videos, it's just that you might not have as much time as you think to do all the little edits and make it perfect, right? Alright, tip number 2, and this is probably the most important one, is learn about editing. And this does tie into the whole research thing, but I feel like this is an entirely different subject than research, because editing is the most important thing you will do as a video producer. And the big point is finding an editing software that works for you, that you feel comfortable with, that you enjoy, and that works within your budget. Now, there are plenty of free video editing softwares out there, and I'm not familiar with a lot of them because I use Premiere Pro. But again, go out and do your research on different editing softwares. Find the pros and cons, figure out if this is something you can work with, all that good stuff. And you don't need to pay for a software to be able to make good videos, but it certainly does help if you have a subscription to, say, Creative Cloud, which I do, which is about $45 a month. If you're a student in college, it'll actually be about 20 bucks a month, which is a pretty good deal. It'll give you Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, a whole lot of other stuff, right? So with that package, you would get Premiere Pro, which is a very, very good editing software. I use it for all my videos. It has a lot of versatility, right? Someone at the very beginning that doesn't know much about video production will be able to use Premiere Pro successfully. They may not know what every single button does or how to work things, but they'll be able to make videos and cut footage and do good stuff. And the beauty of Premiere Pro is that you can use it as a beginner and as a master. It's a very accessible editing software. And with the package, it does come with Photoshop, which you can use to help make thumbnails. Again, covering your bases, doing your research. And those are basically the two things that I use for all of my videos and my thumbnails. Tip number 3, very important as well. Decide what type of content you want to produce. And this will probably be the most important decision you make as a YouTuber. There's so many different types of videos you can make. I mean, the possibilities are endless. Even with a small budget, the possibilities are pretty much endless. So you need to decide what it is you're passionate about, what you would enjoy making, what fits in your budget and your time frame, and then go from there. In addition, you need to be able to offer something unique. Not necessarily 100% original, but if you make your own type of video and it has its own style and it represents you and you have your own type of voice and everything you do, then that's unique, right? For example, there's a lot of different types of Let's Players, and even though they're basically doing the same thing, the reason why they get popular is because they have a unique personality. They have something unique to offer that gives people a reason to subscribe. So make sure you have some kind of idea of what type of videos you want to make, whether they're fun videos, whether they're vlogs, etc. Just figure out what it is you would like to do with YouTube and with video production. In my case, I basically saw that there was no real videos criticizing the aspects of the newer Halo games. I mean, there were some, but there certainly weren't enough videos in my opinion. Right, so that's kind of what I started to do, is like, I saw that the user interface in Halo 5 was really bad. So many people were talking about it on the forums, on the internet, but yet there wasn't any videos about it. In my case, I basically found a market that wasn't really accessed or talked about. Now again, my main channel isn't just going to be Halo critique videos. It's going to expand beyond that into different games at a later date, but basically I found something unique that not a lot of people were creating, and I was able to make high quality videos that people really enjoyed, brought up some good points, I had some good humor, a unique personality, I had a few random inside jokes here and there, and that was probably one of the keys to my success thus far. Alrighty, tip number 4, just make some videos. I know it sounds simple enough, but the more you work with the editing software, the more research that you have done, and the more videos that you produce, the better your experience and your talents and your knowledge will become, right? Practice makes perfect, as the saying goes, right? So practice video production, practice making videos. Ideas are cheap to come by, but it's the execution of the idea that makes a good video. Right, so even if you have a bunch of ideas and some of them might be stupid or funny or you're not sure about, just go out and try it. Don't be too over ambitious with it when you first start out. Again, think about your time frame, right? But still, just go out and make a video. Just film something, record a monologue, and go from there. And through this type of practice, you'll learn to discover what talents you have as a video producer and how you can utilize those to make good videos that get views, comments, and subscribers. Alrighty, and the 5th tip for beginners is share your videos with friends, with family, on forums, all of that. Because the hardest thing for a beginning YouTuber when they're first starting out is, how do you get people to watch your videos, right? If you don't already have a subscriber base, then when you post a video, who's really going to see it? Unless by lucky chance or it goes viral. And you can't really depend on chance or your video going viral if you want to have success. That happens with some people, but you just can't depend on that. When you're first starting out and you have a couple of videos, so when you're first starting out and you have a few videos and you're kind of testing the grounds, show them to your friends, show them to your family, share them on Facebook if you're comfortable with that, in different forums. If you're doing videos about games, find the forums of these games and post them there, see what people think. get feedback, and through this sort of sharing and networking, you'll be able to get people looking at your channel, your videos. When you don't have any sort of audience built up and you're trying to build that audience, you have to network and you have to coordinate and get your videos seen. Otherwise, you'll just be posting videos for ghosts. Now, I know I said 5 points in this video, but I'm going to add a 6th one because I think it's really, really important as well. And that is, don't be afraid of a slow start. For about 2-3 months after I was posting videos, I really didn't get a whole lot of traction. I was getting views and attention, comments, a few subscribers here and there, but after about 2 or 3 months, I only had about 90 subscribers, and that was a bit discouraging to me because, you know, I'd put so much work into some of the videos that I had made and they just weren't getting the attention that I thought they deserved. So for a while there, I was just contemplating, you know, I was kind of, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do YouTube anymore because I wasn't getting the success that I desired. After I posted my UI video, things kind of erupted from there, and that's kind of what started this sort of growth of my main channel. Now, if I had given up, if I had just done it for 2 months and then just been like, meh, you know, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't be making these videos. I wouldn't have the views and the subscribers that I have. So don't be afraid of a slow start. Because unless you're very, very lucky and maybe you've got some friends in high places, chances are your channel will start out relatively small. Until you get a good, decent following, you may only be getting a handful of views and subscribers. But don't be afraid of that, because if you have the good content, if you consistently post it, if it is enjoyable for people to watch, if they have a reason to click and watch all the way through your videos, you will get the attention. If you keep at it, if your content is good, you will eventually get that attention you deserve. So, those were 6 tips, actually, for beginning YouTubers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to know what you think about this. Do you have any thoughts of starting your own channel? If you have any questions or concerns about what I've said in this video, please let me know in the comments down below. Is it something you're considering? What do you think about this type of video? Post your comments down below as always and let me know what you think, alright? That's all I've got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace!